Hey everybody, it's Mom.
And Mac.
And we are here today to do a little bit of a makeup lesson for Mackenzie. So Mackenzie's been doing her own makeup. She is getting all of my hand-me-down makeup products that I'm no longer using because I've replaced everything pretty much with all my unique stuff. I still use some things that aren't unique, but for the most part, that's what I use. So she's gotten a few other kind of nice things, but she just doesn't really have a good technique. So we're going to go over a technique today for a 11, 12-year-old face. So she'll be 12 this summer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think about that for a second. So she's going to be 12 this summer. So we want to make sure that we're not going heavy with something. We want to give her a natural-ish look, which is really, as grown-ups, we want that too. So I'm not wearing a ton of makeup today myself either. It's Easter, so it's not like a normal Easter where we get dressed up and go to church and have family over. So, all right, so the first thing I'm going to have her do, she did wash her face and she's got some moisturizer on. So remember, girls, never too early to moisturize. Also, if you can wear a little SPF daily, highly recommend it. Start taking care of your skin now so that as you get older, it still looks healthy.
I have to wear baby SPF though because my face breaks out.
Yeah, so you got to find one that works for you. So we have a couple of tools here. So I've got my little magnifying mirror. So I'm going to have you go ahead and do your curl the lashes. So when you go in for the lash, you want to get in as close to the lash line as possible. You don't need to hold it that long. Yeah, just boop, boop, squeeze and go.
It's easier with this.
There's always going to be one side that always works a little better than the other.
That was way better than I tried it yesterday.
Yeah. Well, practice, right? We don't do yoga once and think that we're yogis. No, you got to it's not a yoga class, it's a yoga practice. So you practice everything to get better at. If you give up right away, then why would you even start in the first place? All right, so we've curled the lashes. We're going to go ahead and apply the mascara. So today Mackenzie is using I don't even know if I should want to say.
Arbonne speak volume.
So this is, so I did use Arbonne, and I actually still use their skincare products. I think their skincare is great. Their makeup line, not my favorite. So I passed this mascara on to her. Okay. Oh, right. So what she's doing, she put it under her armpit, right? So this is a little trick that I learned. Actually, one of my girlfriends who is an actual makeup artist, she said she sticks her mascara under her boob. So I figured my armpit was probably a better place to go. And I always do it with a shirt on, so there's, it's not going into my armpit. But once you get it a little bit warm, so you want to leave it under your armpit for a little while, like a minute-ish. Yeah. You'll feel it as soon as you pull it out. It'll have a bit of a warmth to it. Obviously, it's going to warm that mascara, but it will get rid of any clumps that might show up. And I just think it makes it easier to work with. So that should be good. Let me see. My armpit's warmer. I must get in there. Okay. I'm going to just go in really quick because you got a little eye booger.
Okay, let that out.
That's fine. Okay. All right, that's better. Okay, so we did actually do this yesterday. So she just did a big no. Okay, can I show them what you just did? Never do this. You pump all that air in there, and it makes your mascara clump, and it's just not good. So you never do that. You always just want to twirl, which, by the way, we're twirling. This is also how you apply. You go from the bottom and you twirl up. Okay. Now, I put my mascara on really weird, I think. I don't know. I always did it the same way, but then since I've been doing some videos about makeup, I've had a couple of friends say that I do it weird. Looks good.
And my eyes are watering.
So with young skin, young tweens, I mean, look, do they need makeup? Absolutely not. No freaking way. But if they're going to do it, or she's going to do it, I want her to do it in a way that's going to look good. Okay. And she can't have me as a mom and not have makeup. Okay, I'm going to go in. I want to teach her to do this all on her own, but I just want to go in and look down. So I'm also going to hit the top of her lashes too. And then if we get mascara on your lid or, anywhere that you don't want it, your best tool is a Q-tip. So that's what we're going to use here. Now, we got a little on there. So my secret for this is to use a little bit of moisturizer. So I'm going to use my nightly moisturizer. And I really don't use very much at all. Just I go around the lid with whatever's kind of hanging out there. And then I'm just going to go in and clean her up. So close your eyes. And then this way, since you've already moisturized, if you would take like eye makeup remover, then you're going to take off your moisturizer. You're going to take off all that stuff that you've already put on. So you don't want to do that, right? You want to, preserve. Because right, you want to. You can open your eyes. We pay a lot of money for these things. Look at me for a minute. You pay a lot of money for your moisturizer. You should, right? It's your skin. We should invest. It's the one thing that I honestly don't mind spending money on. That and good food. Okay, so we've got that. We did mess with the eyebrows yesterday, and she's got very blonde eyebrows. So
they've gotten more like out there now.
Yeah.
It used to be like, where's your eyebrows? But like you can see them now.
Do you want me to do them, or you want to leave them as they are?
They're good.
I don't think. Yeah, I think they're coming in pretty good. I don't think she needs anything because they're blonde, and really everything I have is so dark. It made it look.
Because she has brown hair and very blonde hair.
So caterpillar. She looked like she had 2 giant caterpillars over her eyeballs. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and move into. You didn't bring any of your brushes. We're gonna use. Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Remember, they're in this compact thing.
Yep. Okay. So I want to do something that I didn't do for her yesterday when we were doing our first practice run of this. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of eye primer. I just want to see how this affects things. So the eye primer.
Should you do one with do an example one with?
Sure, great idea. All right, let's do this one. All right, so just a little bit. I am a big primer for your skin before you put makeup on, primer for your eyes before you put shadow on.
Can I say something? It's a crime not to prime.
It's a crime not to prime. Okay, so we're going to just do her suggestion. We're going to do one side with and one side without.
See if you can really tell a difference.
Yeah, and then I'm going to go in and put her... Okay, I'm going to go in and put her base in. So this is actually just a cheap eyeshadow palette that I got for her birthday.
From Five Below.
Came from Five Below, which, it is what it is. Like, she doesn't need fancy $50 eye palettes. Right. So we're going to just go in with this nude-ish natural color. So you want something that's like, think of it like you're putting down, it's like a blank canvas. So
you forgot to do the top thing.
What?
We go like that.
No, it doesn't matter for this one because we're just going to spread out. So we want to just cover that whole lid all the way up to the brow line. And this is the side that doesn't have the primer, so I actually can tell a difference. So the primer is going to hold your shadow in place. It's going to lock it in, and make it last longer. Okay, so now you're going to go in, and like I said, we did this yesterday. So she is going to use this little brush here. You don't have to spend a ton of money on brushes, but I would go middle of the road. So I think e.l.f. is probably the cheapest that you can get right now, and really you do get what you pay for. So if you're getting a cheaper one, it's only going to last you about a year. If you go middle of the road, so IT Cosmetics, IT, they're kind of like middle of the road. They're still a little bit pricey, but they're okay. This one was, something I got for her.
For Christmas.
Yeah.
It was $5 for 5 brushes.
Right. $5 for 5 brushes, but it's good for her.
It's my first, eyeshadow brushes,
right.
So,
So we're going to go in. What color did you say you liked?
I like these bottom 3 and then this one right there.
Yeah. This is the one I picked for her. It's almost like a peachy, pinky color. And you can layer this on. So the more layers you put on, the more dramatic it's going to look, the more color you're going to get. So this is just like kind of a flat brush. I don't know if you guys can really see that, but it's pretty flat. This could also work as a concealer brush under your eyes. Tap it off and then go ahead and put it on.
Do you want me to do this now?
Mm-hmm. You can do it.
Well, actually, I'll do this one. But it's like what? Like that?
Yeah. But you want to go out instead of come in towards your eye. You want to take it out to the side. So you're kind of holding it weird?
Yeah, I know.
She's left-handed. She's actually ambidextrous, so yeah, I don't know. You want to turn it and go this way instead of, I'm not sure what you're doing. This. Pull it in. Pull from the inside out.
Okay.
Okay, try again. We need some shadow on there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're going to try again. Go ahead.
So it's like inside.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, should I flip it over?
Yeah. So you don't want to go all the way up to the brow line. I always do a transition color in the middle of the crease there, but we're not going all crazy fancy with that today just because we want to just do it. So I'm going to do the other eye for her just
because I can't close my left eye and see out of the other one.
Okay. You want a light hand, meaning don't use a lot of pressure. Your eyelid skin, I'm sure most of you guys know this, but it's very thin. So you got to love it and be gentle with it. Otherwise, you know, it's just going to drag your face down. So we're going to blend this in a little bit. I have a amazing blending brush from Unique. Best blending brush I've ever used. And that is not an exaggeration. I freaking love this thing. So I'm going to keep going in. I'm going to put a couple layers on for her just so that we can see it really well today. I think it looked really nice yesterday. In fact, I couldn't stop looking at her because she's so pretty. All right, relax your eyes. All right.
Is he good? I can see a difference in them.
Mm-hmm.
One with the primer and one without.
Yeah.
Sure.
It really does, like that. The primer really does make a difference. Face, like if you're going to spend the time to put makeup on, wouldn't you want to make it last as long as possible?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to, you know, yeah, it's an investment, but I don't know. That's just, I don't half-ass things, and I just think
You
that.
don't know why I bought this palette?
Why?
Because it goes down with the
Ooh.
color.
I'm going to go into, so I'm going to use this sort of like sparkly white-ish color. We're going to come into the corner here.
The
Oh, I
one
didn't tap.
in the corner, like the reddish one, is like rose gold, and it's my favorite.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This one up here?
This one.
Or that one?
Bottom corner. Yeah.
All right, so we're just going to kind of go in here just to give it a little bit of depth. Also, if you put like a little white here in the corner of the eye, it helps to open things up a little bit. You want to be careful with the stuff that's super glittery. The more glittery it is, the more it'll fade. And I'm going to go up here by her brow line and just highlight this area too. So we're just going in and doing a little highlighting just to give it some extra feels. Okay. And I'm going to just do one more thing. I really wanted her to do this, and she does. She's got the technique down, but I just can't help myself. So
She loves makeup.
I do. All right, I'm just going to go in with this other brush here, and I'm going to use this one here, like you said, this one that you like. So we're going to come in, turn to me. Okay. Just here out in the outer corner. And you got to be careful because you do not want to go past the lash line.
Yeah.
For no other reason than it just starts to bleed and fade, and it looks just kind of messy. So you want to keep it clean. All right, keep it clean.
Keep it clean.
That's right, keep it clean. All right, so you're, you know, if you're going to go for like a smoky eye, you always want to, you know, take your darker color to the outer corner. Inner corner, so you go light, medium, dark, if that helps you. Light, medium, dark. Lower, lightest part is in the corner. Middle is going to be your medium color,
Look
darker
at
color.
the difference. Like this one has like so much, and this one is like so
Right.
faded.
You guys probably can't really see, but she's definitely.
There's like a lot here, and then there's like a little here.
Yeah, so it just makes it work a little bit better for you. Also, I think I need to blend this a little more. Okay. And then the last thing I'm going to do for her is we're not going to use eyeliner, but I'm going to use one of her little brushes here and give her the illusion of some eyeliner. So, did I use this? I think I used
that
something.
one. There's a gray one in there, or blackish grayish.
Okay. So this is another one. This is actually a Nicole Miller. This is one that she picked up at TJ Maxx, which is...
No, Marshalls.
Oh, whatever. Same. Actually, they are kind of the same thing. So we're going to go in. I'm going to use this. It's kind of like a gray, but it also has a little bit of a purpley color to it. Can't really tell too much, but very small little tip. This is, you know, for precision purposes.
Very accurate.
Yeah, she's getting tall, so it's a little harder for me to get up in here. Is this the color I used yesterday? You're swaying.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, bend your knees a little bit, so that, like a little, and separate your feet a little bit. That'll help balance you out. getting a yoga lesson.
Yeah.
So when you start moving on to real eyeliner, like the powder is a really good place to start. And then, you know, kind of get your feet wet with that. I had to switch colors because the other one wasn't dark enough. Once you get your feet wet with the powder, then you can move on to a pencil. And then when I was learning how to do, this is not really working today. Seriously, it's weird. It worked yesterday. When I was learning how to do liquid liner, I would do a layer of the pencil liner first, and then just go over top of it with the liquid. So it's really, it's a good way to start learning the technique that you need.
So there are like 3 steps. Eyeshadow, then pencil, and then like liquid.
Yes. Okay. So the skin is flawless. It needs nothing. It does not need any foundation, primer, any of that right now. She's got really wonderful skin, so we're not even going to mess with that. But what we are going to do is we're going to go in with a little bit of blush just to give a pop of color. So this is a Tarte blusher. This is a hand-me-down from me to her.
Sometimes the best part about makeup is the names of them.
Close your eyes. We gotta go in and fix that. All right. So when you're doing your blush, same thing. You want a light hand. You can always go in and go a little bit more. Actually, I should probably let you do this.
I was about to say.
I'm gonna let her do it.
So it's like this part.
Yep.
Goes first.
Going out, right? You want to make, like, I don't know. You just don't want to drag things down.
Don't
you
go
want to
like
pull up, right? Pull up and back. Same thing when you're putting your moisturizer on. You know, you want to move out a little bit.
Like that?
Yep.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, see how it's...
Well, I used to do it like right, like that, like in the middle.
Oh, that's where you contour. Actually, we could do a little contouring there.
Never understood what contouring was.
Contouring, it just, like, you know, makes the lines of your face more prominent. Okay, so this is my unique fan brush, and this is the bronzer I'm going to use.
Brush exactly like that.
I'm going to use this on her. Okay, so now you want to do that. And then we're just going to go in and up. The nice thing about this fan brush is it's really thin, so, you know, it's easy to work with. And the bronzer, we're just going in light for her. We're going in under the cheekbones just to give her a little bit of definition. We're going to contour highlight just a little bit of her face. Okay. And then here, we're going to come back to this because there actually is a pretty decent color that could be used. So you guys know you can use your eyeshadows for highlighting.
Really? Oh my gosh.
So I think I'm going to use...
Well, there's like...
I think I'm going to use this one.
That one and that one too.
Yeah, let me see. Turn to me. You don't need to do that anymore. Just relax your face. So with highlighting, you want to go in all the places where the natural light is going to hit, so that when it does hit your face, it kind of just, you know, shines. Okay.
You should be a makeup artist.
It's much easier to do makeup on myself than somebody else. Okay, yet another...
Oh.
Yep.
Arbonne product.
Arbonne product. So this was not my favorite. This is why I passed it on to her. We're going to go in with this big fluffy brush. Okay. Again, light hand. You can always come back for more if you need to. Just kind of blush this in. Brush it in. While I was checking her out, she got to turn to me completely. This side needs to get blended a little bit more. So I like to always... And if I'm like on vacation or something and I don't have a magnifying mirror, I'm like totally lost. I need to see things up close. Otherwise, you have no idea what you look like. Because what you see from this distance, like if I was doing my makeup looking into the phone camera, it's not really how it's going to look in person. Yeah. So, okay.
Especially on a phone camera.
What do you think?
It looks good.
Good. All right, the only thing we're going to do is we're just going to blend a little bit because she's got some lines here. So going in, again, another unique brush. I'm telling you, these unique brushes are actually amazing.
It's so soft, I'm sorry.
Yeah. This is the Kabuki brush, and it's actually on back order right now. Actually, no, I think they just brought it back, so it's fully stocked. This Kabuki brush is great. You can use it to apply your foundation. I like to use it to blend everything. Again, light hand. And then we're going to put some lip gloss on.
Okay.
Now, one thing that I do always like to do as a grown-up is to brush out my eyelashes, but we're going to just leave that today for her.
I don't think I've ever used this one.
They're all the same.
Yeah.
So just a nice neutral nude color.
For my bright lips.
Yeah, and I'd probably say for her, typically, like a little gloss would go a long way. So that's the only thing I don't have down here with me because I don't use too much lip gloss. And when I do, I just leave it in my purse or my car. Okay.
Okay.
We good?
Yeah. You did amazing.
I did do amazing. I am going to brush out her lashes because I think it's just a necessity personally. So moms, if you're doing makeup with your kids and you don't have one of these, get one. You can get one for $6 at Target. You could also get one from Unique for $20. But so that's just a secret.
You get what you pay for.
Well, I think these are a little bit different because it's not like, it's metal. So the plastic ones suck. Don't waste your money on the plastic ones. But the metal ones with these like metal teeth really separate the lashes very, very well. Sorry.
Okay. Just don't make me blind.
Don't worry. Just don't open your eye and we won't have a problem. All right. I'm just going to go in and blender buff.
Blender? Is that what they call it?
Yeah, it's a blender buff.
We should just call it a beauty blender instead.
All right. And there you have it, folks. Tween makeup. I'm going to post a picture up on Facebook so you guys can get a closer look. But I think we did pretty good.
Yeah.
Think? All right. High five. Let us know what you guys want to see. We are always up for suggestions. It's not like we have anywhere to go or anything to do. So tell us what you want to see. What do you got to say? Anything?
Click like and subscribe.
Click like and subscribe. This kid's doing phenomenal in the quarantine, so we got to give her mad props because I know people are really struggling. So we're happy.
Well, quarantine high five. We're gonna stay like this.
All right. No more high fives. No more handshaking. Deuces.
Deuces.